Our merch store will be open Black Friday through Cyber Monday, so if you've been looking to get some Crappie Chronicle merch, including the Blackfish Gale hoodie, head on over to the website that's linked in the description to get your order in as soon as possible. Thanks everyone, and enjoy the video.
I am old and wise, but swarmed by chaotic buzz. I am resigned to the fact that occupancy is my defining measure. Well, that is for most. A cast of, let's say, unique characters have begun to call me home. In a land of 10,000 lakes, I am the anomaly. No. I am in much larger shadows than the trees. My trails are hardened and well-traveled. But it is of no surprise to me that they have begun to uncover my riches. Watching them try to solve my puzzle amongst the labyrinth of frozen hellscapes, although upsetting to them, has become my muse. They say you are different and you are special. But why then would they choose to leave me? I suppose it could be for the forests flushed with grain, or the burning sunsets that are ever serene, the untouched powder that wisps to the sky. Or maybe it's the locations where the population is dry. Nevertheless, they left me for the great ice house city of the north and told no one. It's maddening to me because I hold all they desire.
Oh my God. Jesus!
And I shall not reveal my secrets until they, once again, return home.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Crappie Chronicles. I'm your host, Adam Bartusik. Today is Saturday, March 25th. Yes, it is spring. You are seeing this a little bit later, but it is spring. There's birds chirping. It is, nice out. It's, almost 35 degrees already, supposed to get up to 40. It's beautiful. What does spring mean? Late ice. Late ice is when some of the biggest crappies you will ever see in your life bite. And today's a special one. We spent all this last year traveling. We traveled all around the country. But one thing we always talked about when we were on the road was, man, I can't wait to get home and chase a big one late ice. And that's what we're doing today. We got a little bit of time left before this all melts and goes open water. We got a special little announcement for all you guys that we will tell you on the water. But other than that, we got the St. Paul Ice Show coming up. We'll see you guys there. I'll put some details up right here because I have no idea what they are right now. But yeah, we're excited. I'm gonna go chase a big one. I gotta go meet up with the boys. Let's have some fun within 60 miles of the metro, just like the good old days. Alrighty, we are out here. Waldo dropped the live down. All of them show a little GoPro clip right now of the live, but there's gigantic bluegill schools out here. Hopefully they're just chasing the bait around. We're going to have to see what they're doing, but we got the good old Polarises with us. These machines have saved us so much time this year and allowed us to be mobile, which, as you guys know, we love. And also this ice, there's 14 inches and 6 of it is garbage right now, so it's not going to be around long. So we'll play it safe and rip around in the machines. Hopefully show you guys a couple freaks. Dude, this thing's so much smoother. Like that Elite spooler was already good. This thing's mint. I got one. It doesn't feel big, but I got one. It's a bluegill. Well, we started the day. Baby bluegill. What do you think, Sadie? Give it a kiss? Yep. All right, going back. But you might notice this new little bait we'll talk about. That is a custom colored pinhead that may be a Chronicle series edition. So we got a baby bluegill.
That's a crappie. It's not a big one though. I think it's really good right now. I think it's just like, these are really aggressive though. They're just really small. You gotta get down in there. They are crappies though.
One baby. Look at this little baby. Eventual 15. I got another one. This one's got a little bit more weight, but not much. Oh, we're working up. We are working our way up. See if we milk through a school if get a big one eventually.
They're pretty much under that hole. That hole. I'm gonna walk over there so I don't drag the whole ice house making a bunch of noise. We're gonna take a peek at them. Oh my God, giants.
Oh yeah.
Yep, right behind me. They didn't move. Get down there right now. As fast as you can, Pink. They're... okay. I'm watching your bait go right down. Oh God, it's going in between. Oh God. Oh, it's them. It's 100% them, Pink. Holy... oh my God, that one is huge. They're definitely like conditioned, but holy shit.
These are them, dude.
I got one coming under me right now. They're in between us right now, dude. So just kind of hold tight. Let's not spook them or anything.
He was coming up for it.
Dude,
He just put the brakes on.
well, his buddy came in and like it almost looked like they hit each other.
Maybe.
Oh shit. I didn't even get down.
Big?
It feels better.
You still got him there?
Nice white.
That's right.
Nice white. There we go. These are 100% them, Pink. Let's get back down. It's not big, but it's like 11.
But it's a white, and there's a group in there.
And this was the smallest.
Yeah, they're like the marks are cool. By itself, not much.
There's a nice white crappie. Oh.
You got two of them there, Waldo.
Yep. I will be. Mine, that white, literally, I was free spooling it and it came in an 8.
Here he comes. He's right under you now.
Yeah. It was.
Oh, here he comes. He's coming back. Here he comes. Get him. Got two of them.
Yep, it's better.
Here we go. That was awesome.
That's gonna be some good footage.
That's our friends.
This one came up. Dude, this one was coming up, and another one was rocketing over there.
That's a beautiful white.
No.
There we go. We did it.
There's a nice white crappie right there.
Let me get, look at how fat he is. Oh, yeah.
See, that has a bunch of eggs in it right
All right,
now.
so.
That's awesome.
You want me to get my cooler with water in it?
Yeah, get your cooler with water. Just, I'm going to grab the camera quick, Waldo.
Okay. What's that, Sadie? Is that a nice white crappie? I think it's 13. Do you like the crappies? There's a beautiful white crappie. Nice 13-incher. We just measured it. Oh, you like that, Shady? So pretty much what we did was we divided and conquered. And so we had Bart and Griff drill up shell. Pink and I went out deeper. And Pink and I found a lot of pods of fish, and then all of a sudden we noticed that the big ones are all on the bottom, and they are not with the little ones, but they're around the little ones. So we drilled on top of them, and they didn't leave us finally. So we're going to Clam's got some new baits coming out, and they're working awfully well. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this fish, and we've got a cooler with an aerator in it. We've got a cooler with an aerator in it so that these fish can kind of just recover a little bit, and so we don't kill them. We're going to get some photos of him in a little bit, but we're going to keep bouncing around this area. What we really noticed was they're in the entrance of a spawning bay, and we had started on an area where the contours were a little bit more sharp, and once the contours kind of flattened out towards the mouth of the bay, that's where we're noticing fish. So we're going to keep bouncing around with the Mega Live, trying to see if we can spot these schools of giants and then pluck them for you, and maybe show you guys some new baits. We got a few pics of this guy. We're going to let him go back down to the depths. We're having a battle through a lot of little fish right now, so we're going to try to pluck the big ones out of the school, and we're going to use the Mega Live to position us directly on top of that big fish and then sharpshoot it. A lot of times we don't, if we see a big school, we look for the biggest individual inside that school, and that's the one that we specifically will target. That's why we end up drilling, you know, hundreds of holes to just position directly in front of that fish and where it's going. So we've got 2 live units, but 4 Vexes and 3 augers, so we're gonna go make her happen.
So since day one, when I called Matt Waldron at Vexlar at work and said we need to start a YouTube series and film this, since day one, the main premise of this series has always been catching the biggest crappies that have ever been caught on camera, all within 60 miles of downtown Minneapolis.
You know, you go to these other places and you have it so good back here, you don't realize it until you go somewhere else, but then you come back and you're like, man, I can go over here and catch giant black crappies. I can go down here and catch giant white crappies. I can go to a backwater and catch both.
You know, we consider the Metro 60 miles from downtown. We literally, season 1, stuck a pin in a map to determine where that was going to be. The driving force right now is catching that big one. Getting an 18, getting an absolute freak. I mean, we talked about it so many times on this show that's really what keeps us going, is the hunt for an absolute freak.
But it is so difficult to get that moment captured, and we all still have that vendetta against that goal.
And we've all kind of set that benchmark. We all know what it is. There's no beating around the bush there. We want an 18. We want an absolute Metro monster.
I know we've had it hooked. I know we've been close. You know, we've had it within feet of the hole, maybe at the bottom of the hole.
We have so much unfinished business, and it will remain unfinished business until we get that job done.
And when we get an 18, we're gonna try to get another, because at this point, it's personal.
We know exactly what we have to do, and it's in our own backyard.
Season 4, we're back.
Should be marking 1 right on the bottom. No.
I barely missed him.
Yep, he didn't see you. Ah! He stopped. Oh, he's coming back. One of them is.
Big.
There we go. What are you? Oh my God. That's him.
We just gotta keep doing this. Okay, so whack the blimp. Bart and I have been chasing this singular group of fish around forever now. Let's see here. 15, just over 15. It is round. Let's get them on the scale.
You want 2 so bad.
198. Dang it. When you handed it to me, it said 2.2, but there's a beauty right there. Big old hybrid. Actually, that's probably a pure white. One last look at the tank. Let's get him back. Booyah. That one was super fun. I wanted just to power fish, get down quick, so I put down the largest snowdrop jig. I don't use this one a whole lot, but I figured, you know, slightly stained water and all those crystals on the jig head, it could do something good with this high sun, and that thing triggered it. I got a Jamie XL on there too. But that one was a lot of fun. I put it on Pink's rod just because I wanted to just dish it down, and if it was a big one, I wanted to be able to torque it. And that I got on a Tatsumi reel with just the Clam Frost 4-pound mono. And it was a pretty solid setup, and it controlled that big fish really nicely. But these rods still available at Thorne. I believe they also sell these reels there too. Definitely check them out. This is one kick-ass combo. So I've been super pumped, and fighting big fish, you have so much load and backbone. It just handles those head shakes really, really well. But I don't know, I just wanted to try something different with the jig, and it turned out paying off pretty good. But there's big fish in this area now. We're back on the other end. We wanted just to try, just because we worked that other end so hard, and we didn't have much to show for it. So came back over here, found a couple more pods of big ones like that, but they're moving really, really quick. So hopefully we end up just chasing the heck out of them. They can work back through our holes we already drilled, so that way we don't spook them as easily. But they're pretty gun shy right now, so we're gonna get back down there and hopefully get in front of another giant.
Towards you?
Yeah.
Move. Oh, I got one down there right now. Yep, yeah, little.
Nice red. Here.
Oh, it's big.
Oh, it's big.
God.
Jesus. Give me some.
Bart. Well, I just cracked this big one. We were split up across the lake. Me and Pink were on the other side of the lake, and Bart and Waldo came over here, and they cracked, what'd you guys get, a 15? And so we kind of packed everything up, came over here, and me and Pink were chasing this around. I actually have to leave in 5 minutes. Pink said, let's try those 4. Dropped down there, this thing came in and just flew, and I actually missed it, dropped back down, worked it really hard, it came back in and just throttled it.
God, that's a big one, dude.
But
it was literally a wolf pack of 4,
yeah.
And they let us drill right on top of them.
And so if you want to be unofficial, you can do it with the mouth open. You got about 16 and a half there, but officially you got to shut their mouth for all those guys that caught them before out here. And this one's just shy of 16, just over 15 and 3/4, probably like a 16th over. So
just a donkey.
Yeah, just a donkey.
Unreal.
Not the deepest fish, but definitely a big one.
God, is it long though?
Yeah. Their eyes are so cool. They get that silver too.
See what we got.
Sheesh. 2.07.
God damn. Where did it lock in at? I can't see it.
205.
205.
So
Just
207,
a moose,
yeah.
dude. Look at how tall that thing is. The head is just crazy big.
Yeah, their mouths are just absolutely crazy.
That's a big
Look at the
crappie,
mouth
dude.
on that thing. You think they can't eat big baits? I mean, that thing could swallow 3 or 4 of my fingers at once. It's a big fish.
That is sick.
Well, let's get her back. You want to keep these fish in these lakes. Otherwise, you keep them when they're this big, you're never going to catch bigger ones. So let her go, let her grow. Bye, girl.
Dude, give me some. That was sick.
That was awesome. Good stuff. That was awesome.
Wicked. Let's do it again.
I gotta go.
That is the end for today. Sun got high, fish got spooky. Pretty typical. And yeah, we chased them around for a bit, but still super successful. Back within 60 miles in the metro, and we love being back home. And I think you'll see a little bit more of that this year. So there's your teaser for the year. But other than that, 2 freaks today. Cannot complain about that. We've got some new baits coming out, so keep your eyes there. And also, St. Paul Ice Show is probably coming up by now. I don't know what the giveaways or the meetup or any of those details will be yet, but I'll put them like right here probably. And yeah, we hope to see you there. We'll probably have a seminar too. Be a great time. We love seeing everybody at St. Paul. We love when all of you show out, so please, please, please come out. But yeah, I guess until next time, there's really not much more to be said other than you guys get 1 bonus recipe of good old Mr. Ryan Pincala cooking some crappie casserole from when we were up in the UP of Michigan. So stay tuned for that. Buy the Frozen Kitchen for a holiday gift this season. I'm sure you'll love it. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one.
All right, so we're back at our cabin at the Root Cellar Resort here, and we're just gonna start cooking right now. I'm loving this kitchen since we got here. Cooking everything in this kitchen has been super good. This is like the best setup we've had so far on this series, so I'm super hyped about it. Today what I'm gonna be making is a Buffalo Ranch crappie casserole, and we're gonna get this thing going right now. It does not have a lot of ingredients, so I like this one because we don't have a lot of time tonight, so I'm gonna whip it up right now, show you how to do it, a few easy steps, and this one just cooks up in the oven really fast, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's do this thing. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is start mincing up. I got some green onion and some celery, so I'm gonna cut the celery up really fine. I got a few ribs here, and then I'm gonna cut up some green onion. I'm only gonna use like the lower half though. I might use the top just as kind of a garnish thing at the end, but I really don't need it. I just kind of want this lower, the bulb half, and then maybe about 2 inches of the green part. So get this all worked up, and then I'm gonna chunk up. I got some fillets right here. We'll get them chunked up into bite-sized pieces. All that's going to go into a frying pan for just a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to add a can of stewed tomatoes into that with a little bit of buffalo sauce. Show you how to whip all that together, but I'm going to get to chopping right now. So I got all this stuff cut up. I got a little kosher salt and some black pepper here. I'm just going to season this fish up a little bit. And then I'm going to take all of this stuff on the cutting board here and put it into a frying pan behind me with a little bit of oil. And I'm just going to saute it up. I'm not going to cook the fish all the way though. I'm only going to cook it about 50% of the way because this is going to go into the oven after that. But I just want to kind of get this all cooking down a little bit. And I want the fish partially cooked so it doesn't take as long in the oven. And I can get a nice little bit of flavor on there with some of this seasoning here. So I'm going to get this over to the pan. We'll get it all sauteed up and then put this casserole together. Let's go. Okay, so this has been cooking down for about 2.5 minutes now. So the fish is about, I would say, somewhere between 50 and 75% cooked. And the celery and the green onions are cooked down just fine. So I just cut the heat right now. And what I have is 1 can of stewed tomatoes. I didn't drain the liquid out. I'm going to add that in here right now, the whole thing. And then I'm going to do about 1/2 cup of buffalo sauce. And I'd like this to be a little bit more spicy, so I actually have a little bit of hot sauce right here. I'm going to add this in here. This particular one is a garlic habanero hot sauce. So I'm going to add that in to just give that buffalo sauce a little bit more fire. This hot sauce is super great. One of our buddies actually makes this hot sauce himself. This is Log's hot sauce. He makes a ton of different flavors. This one's garlic habanero. I've tried a bunch of them from them, and every single one is absolutely delicious. So I'm definitely looking forward to using more of this, and I think it's going to make this dip way better. All right, so now that this is ready to go, I got this here, and I cooked up about 1 cup of white rice. Got that all ready to go. So I got a glass baking pan, or baking dish here. I just greased the inside of it. So what I'm gonna do is put my rice down inside of the baking dish. Ooh. And just get that all spread out. And then I'm gonna dump the mixture from this pan just on top of all the rice. And then I'm just gonna top it with a little bit more buffalo sauce and some ranch. And then we're gonna get this thing in the oven, cook it for about 15 minutes. Okay, so I got this thing all put together right now. I'm going over to the oven. I got that preheated right now to 375. I'm just gonna toss this thing in there for about 15 minutes. And it's gonna start getting nice and bubbly in there. And I'll check in with you when it comes out. All right, this baby is looking really good. Whew. All right, let's finish this thing up. So that's been in there for about, like I said, 15 minutes at about 375. And it's looking really bubbly. That ranch actually cooks down really, really nice on there. So what I'm gonna do is I have just those green onion tops from the green onions we used. And I'm gonna just slice them super fine. And what I like to do with this one when it comes out is hit it again with a little bit of ranch dressing on the top, and then I'll just throw those green onions on the top. I just like how creamy this makes the whole dish. Okay, and that is done right there. So that is a buffalo ranch crappie casserole, and that is gonna be absolutely delicious. It's like midnight, so I have no intention of eating this right now. I think the guys are actually gonna eat this. Me and Waldron are gonna be leaving, and I think I'm just gonna stick this in the fridge, and hopefully when those guys wake up and they wanna eat something, they have food. But this is an awesome recipe to try, and it's pretty easy to do even at midnight. So feel free to make that whenever you want. It's super delicious, and like I said, I add a little bit of hot sauce to kind of get it a little more spicy, but you can mess around with that as much as you want. But use a buffalo sauce you like, and make this casserole. This is a good one. Rice, fish, little tomatoes, little celery, green onion, ranch, and buffalo sauce. Dig in.